Hello beauties. Well, I'm super excited to bring you the November Shop My Stash. This is everything that was in the basket. I did a pretty good job of utilizing most of my cosmetics, and this I will tell you as a personal testimony, when you use your Shop My Stash and you use your items, it will quench that desire to buy more makeup. At the beginning of October, I wanted to buy the Hourglass, I wanted to buy the Mario palette, and there was something else that I wanted but so badly. But once I added this to my Shop My Stash and I added this, I'll show you quickly when I demonstrate the palettes to you. I will tell you that the desire to even purchase the palettes has gone away because I was just so focused on just using the makeup that I have. I just kind of forgot about it after about a week. It does work when they say if you shop your stash, it will help with that desire to buy new makeup, okay? We're gonna go quickly through everything, and then we're going to shop my stash for palettes, for blushes, and lipsticks. Okay, so as we go through the basket, let's start off with the lip products. So this is the e.l.f. Which color is this? Divine Wine. I think I used it once or twice. So this one, I wanted to show you where I was at with this one. This is kind of a focus, a lip oil. I've already gone through and used up a few lip oils this year. Let me put it against the black so you can see. You see that space already? I've used all that this month. I've had 3 focus glosses. Okay, so this one as well. This is still gonna be in use. It doesn't have to stay here though. Okay, and one that I have in my end of year project pan, I'll show it to you. This one here, the lip injection called Maple Syrup Pink. Okay, so I love this lipstick, the Bold Cocoa. Actually, it goes like this: Cocoa Bold Lipstick in Ganache by Too Faced. Let me put alcohol on my, since we're going to swatch. One of my favorite nude lipsticks. I'm going to roll it out. I was super excited that I actually used these lipsticks by MAC from the Mariah Carey. This one is in the color Darling. See how light it is? You know how I like to use this lipstick? When my favorite way to use this lipstick is to use it with a darker lip liner and just not so much ombre, but just a light lipstick with a darker liner and just blend it a little bit on the edges. That's how I like to use this lipstick. Kind of the style that we used in the 2000s. This is the other MAC lipstick, Mariah Carey, McIzzle. See, that one is pretty too. They're both beautiful. I use this lipstick from Merit. I don't know how to pronounce it. Let me show you the name. Wet n Wild Cinnamon Spice. This is in Cherry Bomb. I did not use this one, so this is going to stay. That's really dark. This next lipstick is MAC in Hodgepodge. Cool tone, and I did not use it. I don't know why I keep skipping over this lipstick. So that's going to stay. This is the MAC Marrakesh. I love that lipstick. It's so gorgeous. And I did, let me see. No, that goes on this side. I did use it, the MAC Marrakesh. I made sure to use this Toast of New York by Revlon. All these lipsticks I enjoy so much. Wine with Everything by Revlon. And just a little tip for you, if you don't want your makeup to spoil or expire, you have to spray it, clean it with alcohol. 999 by Dior Beauty. And I did wear this one, and I love it. Now, there's actually one that's going to go into a That's the nude from Lancome. I was gonna say kind of like a chopping block style. I don't know. I'm leaning really heavy on the declutter. I used this twice. Not my favorite. That's the color. Let's move on to the highlighters. This is the one that I'm panning for the year. Gold Celebration Pop. This is the other highlighter. See? So beautiful. Let me see how it compares to the Gold Celebration Pop. Oh yeah, you can tell. That's more gold. This is more like a rosier gold. This is the Revlon Skin Lights in Daybreak Glimmer. This is the one that resembles the Gold Celebration Pop, see? Except it's brighter. And then this is more on the lighter tone. I brought this in because I wanted to use this one. See, I wanted to do like a cream and powder highlight. So I brought that to match. I cleaned off my hand because it was getting on my clothing, but I went ahead and I swatched it again and I changed it. So this is Gold Celebration Pop. This is the Ofra. This is the Revlon, and this is the Jaclyn Hill. Okay, so this one is staying because I'm trying to pan it because this is my blurring primer. I did not even use this. I'm thinking that the lipsticks, I'm going to be a little bit more cut dry. I'm going to put all these lipsticks back, and then this one I'm just going to declutter it, the one that I was telling you about, this Lancome Nude. I really didn't care for it. It's a little bit frosty. I don't know, I've used it before and I've liked it. Wasn't my favorite, but I liked it well enough, so that's why I kept it in my collection. But I don't know, I'm just not crazy about it. I have other better nudes. Okay, so let's just move on to the cheeks. Love this one. I did use it. Black Honey Pop. I really didn't use this one. I did use this one, so it's going back. I really didn't use this. Of course, I've used this one various times, and I think I only used this one like twice. I had this eyeshadow in Lady Bird. I need to find something like this but with a golden color for my warmer looks, but this is beautiful. It's not even that heavy. When you pick it up with your finger, it gives you like a light wash like that. See how pretty? So these eye palettes are going back. I did use this one. I think I used this one once or twice. I used this one 2-3 times. I did use this one. Let me show you the eyeshadows. This is the quad I basically used, okay? These 4. I did use the green. I used the green with this and this in the outer corner. It looks so pretty. I also used this one at least on 2 occasions. I did an eye look. That was for just a simple eye look. I've used this blush a few times, and as you know, this Too Faced blushes are amazing. And then I would even use it with this across the top to kind of soften a little bit on those days that I had blush blindness. I did use the Mulled Wine. So basically, I think I've used, yeah, like these 4, the green, these. I would like to play with these colors here, like the cooler tone colors. So we'll see. First, this is the concealer that I've used. Let me tell you about this, the 35F. Fall into Fabulous. Okay, so I said I was going to use this row here, the nudes. So I used it about 3 times, but I've also did a look in which I used this eye color for simple cranberry look, and I liked it. I also added a little bit of this one. I think this is a color I would like to try. This one and maybe this one to do a look with like this and this. I don't know. Like I said, I'm putting it off to the side, but I did use this 3 times. On the second occasion, when I used this, it looked a little muddy and it wasn't blending. So that's how you can tell, you know, the formula is compromised at that point, but it didn't bother me. It didn't irritate my eyes. So while I'm still able to use it, I will. So now let's go to the closet and pick out our makeup for November. I forgot to mention, before we go into the closet to pull out November's makeup, these were makeup items that I pulled from my stash in the closet. So I pulled this one again, the Morphe, what's it called? The Flickering Sands palette. You know, I've talked about this palette. I said I like this palette a lot. Yeah, so for quick nude colors, nude eye looks, this is what I would pick. This is the surprised item that you probably didn't expect, neither did I. So remember I said I was going through my makeup train cases? So I had to try out the Too Faced Peach Perfect Blush. These blushes are old. I'm sorry, the foundation. This is the foundation and this is the primer. They're old. They're from 2017, but I didn't buy them. They were manufactured in 2017. Okay, see, that's my color. So I wanted to try it. These are the ones that I have in my case. Everybody loves this foundation when I do their makeup with it. So I wanted to make sure it wasn't bad. And then this had never been used and I just wanted to try it. So I tried it and I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't realize that it was a cooling matte skin perfecting primer. So I just use this the way I use the Danessa Myricks one, which is blurring around the nose area, and I do like it. It hasn't turned on me, but it's not expired. These are in the basket. I've used this white powder just to kind of set my under eyes. The MAC gloss. Which one is this? Oh, the Fairest Nude. So I guess I did use this. You see, that's why I'm kind of glad that I put the makeup in this basket, because I would not have remembered that I did use this lipstick. Morphe. This is last year's holiday special. It's called Soulmate. This was a 2-pack matte lipstick. So I guess for a look that I did. This is the matte lipstick. And this is the skin finish. This is not the original packaging, but I moved it here. See? Beautiful. Well, now let me spray it with alcohol. I just want to quickly show you, this is some of the makeup that I also use during the month, because this is my end of year project pan. Okay, so I did use this liquid makeup, you know, these items. You're able to see some of the usage that I got already, but I just don't want to open anything because I don't want to mess up my update. Okay, beauties, so I just went into the closet and I picked it out. I'm actually kind of tired and I just don't feel like putting the apparatus around my neck to carry the phone and all that nonsense. So I have to put back 5 palettes and I'm only picking out 4. I've been wanting to use this one, the Rock On by ColourPop. I was inspired by that Marrakesh lipstick. So beautiful. I used this in the summer a few times and I would like to use these tones for the Thanksgiving holiday. We can, just to refresh my memory, look at how beautiful. Basic brown, basic peach, I don't want to like mess up the shadows. Look how pretty. See, beautiful shadows. Super excited to roll this one in, the Rock On palette as my basic palette, but I love this one so much, is the Natural Nudes. You can create so many beautiful looks with this, simple as well as more complex looks, and they look beautiful. Ta-da-da! Okay, this is actually new and I actually have 2 of them. So one is just for display, one is to use it. This is more of, I'm just trying to be playful with my makeup. I'm gonna open it so we can see the nail colors. So as you can see, I purchased this December of 23, but this is the first time that I'm opening them. Isn't that beautiful? And I just love peanuts. If you've been following me, you will know that. Especially the Merry Christmas one. So I just want to go ahead and do some swatches. Look at that. I forgot to take a picture. I don't really use glitter. I just want to go lightly because I didn't even take a picture. Look how pretty that is. Wet n Wild did a holiday collab with Peanuts, and I do have the PR box, but I also bought this apart because I want to use it. Okay, so super excited to have this in this rotation. And then this is a holiday 1223. This is a holiday palette. Super cute, super whimsical. Look at the art. See, that's what I love about Too Faced. The reason I pulled out this palette is because it also contains blush, 2 blushes, a topper, and a bronzer. All these eyeshadows. So I'm sorry for the reflection because of the gold on the palette, but you know, a lot of colors. There we go. I think you get a better look of it like that. A lot of colorful eyeshadows, and that is why I wanted to add this, because at least this gives me my neutral eyes. Okay, super excited to use this one. So here we have a pink blush. Let me swatch it so we can see what we're working with. 2 blushes. This is a highlighter, and I think the highlighter has like a pink tone. Okay. Okay, also I forgot to mention, the reason I only pulled out 4 palettes instead of 5 is I forgot that I had also pulled this out last month. I only used it twice, and I used these 4 colors here, but I would like to focus on using the cooler tones. I guess this month I decided just to bring everything back out here on the desk. Makes it a little bit easier for me. Mainly, I'm just very tired today, you guys, okay? I'm looking at these. These are lip stains, and I don't think I'm going to mess with any of these. This is like the Morphe Red, the Hot Honey Gloss. I'm not going to mess with any of that right now. What is this? No, I don't know what it is. I was waiting to use this until the fall, and I'm not in the mood to use this. And this is like a perfect October color, you know? I don't know why. I just don't want to use it right now. Usually, I like to use tones like this in October or January. Anyway, I guess it's going to be January. Also, when I see this Anastasia gloss, it reminds me that the gloss that I pulled out last month, if this is Honey Kiss, it's called Pink Ginger. Is the one that I had pulled out last month. I had to declutter it because it has a chemical smell to it. So, I'm probably going to take this one. I'm going to roll this one in. I'm not rolling these only because, well, actually I bought this to use with that palette, that Rock On palette. So yes, I will take this one out. This one I'm leaving it in. And that's why, I'm sorry you hear my son in the back. He's just excited. He's happy. So this is Bronx Baby. I think I'm gonna roll that one in. I don't know. This is one that my son bought me. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring this one in. That's in the color Gash. That was the first makeup item that he ever bought me. And then this is a Makeup by Mario. This is a Hot and Bothered lip gloss set. This debuted last year. You see? So I don't know if I should take these out, because I was actually going to use some MAC ones. I think I'll do that next time. Okay, I'll leave that, and that's it for this tray. Okay, so I'm going to pull this one out. This is in the color, the shade Never Nude. This is by Wet n Wild. I haven't used this one. See, it's a nude color, so pretty. So I'm going to pull this one out. I know there was a red one from Revlon I wanted to pull out. I said, love that red. I used to use this back in high school, you guys. Look at how pretty. So I'm taking this one out. I know there was one here that I wanted to use. I'm actually going to take this one out just because I like the name. This is a typical spring color. But you see how pretty that is? That's pink. The name is Ballerina Shoes. That's the one that I'm pulling out as well. And that is it for this bunch over here. Okay, I brought out my last tray of lipsticks. Actually, I took out the Bronx Baby by Makeup by Mario, but let's see how this one compares. This is the MAC Bronx, right? That's the retro matte formula, and that's the Makeup by Mario Bronx Baby. It kind of looks the same. It looks darker because it's matte. And the other red I wanted to pull was the Ruby Woo MAC. Let's put it here. Look at how beautiful. Okay, I think, let me see. I don't know. We'll see. Not decided yet. What was the other color? Saint Germain, all fired up. This is Saint Germain. I don't know. I guess I didn't clean it. So look at how pretty that color is right here. Sprayed it. Fashion Tide, Please Me. And what is this? Taupe. No, that's too dark. I don't want that one. I'll put these back. I'll use them next time.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's pull out the blushes. I forgot to mention that another reason I didn't pull out any more lipsticks is because I had picked these out. These 3 glosses by MAC. Remember, when I pick things, it's not only to have a cohesive look, but it's also because I'm testing things out to see what I want to pay on next year. Okay, so these are the 3 glosses. Nymphette, all-time favorite since the 90s. This one is Purr, and this was a recommendation from Miss Megan on TikTok. And then Pagoda. I bought this, I don't know. I just wanted pink. Oh, I know why. I bought that when I purchased this by MAC. This is one of the blushes that I'm also rolling in, kind of to use it like a topper. Look at how gorgeous, that bright pink. I'm also going to use, I need something with a little warmth. This is the Cream Blush by Milani. Nude Kiss. I'm not going to white swatch it. And I know I pulled another blush. I think it's Melba by MAC. Where is it? Here it is, Melba by MAC. It had fallen on the floor. So I think that's a pretty good match with this one. And it'll counteract some of that bright colors from those other palettes. So yeah, this is, let me go ahead and spray it. These are the 3 glosses that I'm using. And then, oh, I knew I had a liquid one. I want to pull in this L'Oreal. It is Glowy True Rose. Let's wipe it a little bit. See how beautiful that is? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I want to try this one. Okay. And then as far as the liquid makeup, I know I've been using the e.l.f. because it's in the project panning. I will roll this one in as well. You know, I'm going to be using this just to use it up. If I'm using this, I most likely will not be using this as much. And I just want to give you something different to look at. So I might pull this one in, the Makeup Forever. Just to give you something different to look at. Wonderful foundation. Love it. I bought this last year during the... I think I bought this during the Sephora sale. Or it could have been the 21 Days of Beauty. I don't know. You know, an Ulta sale. Okay. Love this foundation. Thin formula is my perfect shade, and it is long wearing, and I think it's water resistant. So, and it's, like I said, long wearing, water resistant, and thin formula. So I love that one too. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get all this makeup to fit into the basket. Super excited also because my son found this for me in our stash because we have moved a few months ago, and I asked him to look for something else, and he found this and brought it to me. So what he didn't realize is I was thinking that I would have to purchase another one, which I said, man, I hate spending money on something that I know I already had. This I'm gonna put here. These are the lipsticks that are rolling in. I'm shocked that a lot of the makeup can fit here. know. I just feel that this has helped me to organize it a little bit better. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing stuff. At least it just looks a little bit better organized. Okay. So I'm going to put the rest of this makeup away. This is the basket for at least the first 2 weeks of November. If not the whole month, I don't know. We'll see. So thank you so much for watching, ladies, and have a beautiful day.